Hello guys, and welcome to this EC Aquatics video. If you don't know, I have a pond that I set up several years ago in my backyard, but this pond has a waterfall. And I built this waterfall last year as an addition to the pond, but it can definitely be optimized. So in this video, I'm going to be optimizing this waterfall to sort of increase the flow rate of the actual waterfall. So this waterfall has 3 different stages. It pours out of a waterfall box here that's covered by a rock, and it goes down into this first little tank or area. Area fills up, pours over this ledge, goes down into the second little holding area, which then pours over another ledge and goes into the pond. With all these rocks here, water inevitably has gotten underneath them and decreased the actual flow rate pouring out. So I'm gonna fix that with some of this expanding foam right over here. This is waterfall safe expanding foam that I got from Home Depot. And I'm going to be sealing different areas with this foam to keep the water flowing over the rocks, and it'll look better and it'll provide a greater flow rate into the actual pond itself with all of our fish. So to start off, I'm gonna be taking a bunch of these different rocks and trying to organize them in a way that covers up this pond liner. This is all really just a big puzzle, and really just figuring out which rocks go together with which other ones. There's no correct answer or no good right way to do it. Just play around with whatever rocks you have and see where they sit nicely. Now that all our rock work is done, we're gonna get in with our expanding foam and seal off all the little gaps between the rocks that we don't want water flowing. And this stuff, obviously it's in the name, it does expand, so we don't need a lot of foam in the areas, but we do need a little bit to sort of seal everything off. You can see how much it's already expanding just in this little time period. And once it does set, we'll go in with a little blade and cut the excess off. Alrighty, so everything is now foamed up, and yes, it doesn't look too great right now, but it's gonna set for 24 hours, and then tomorrow we're gonna come back and I'm going to come out here with a little knife and cut off all the excess foam to throw away once it's all set, and it'll look much nicer than it does now. Alrighty, so it's about a day since that last clip, and all of the foam has expanded completely and settled in. And yes, there's a lot of extra, but you can see that it is all hard, and now we're gonna come in here with an X-Acto knife and cut out all the excess elements, because nobody wants to see all this foam hanging out in between all these rocks. So we've cut away all our excess expanding foam, and this looks so much better now. You can barely see the expanded foam, and it's without any water pouring over it. Once there's water pouring over it, once algae starts to grow, you really won't see any of this little foam that's left. So the one other thing that we do need to hook up is this new pump that I got from Higer Aquarium, and they were nice enough to send this thing for free. So if you want to check them out, I'll leave their links down in the description below. So be sure to check them out, and thank you, Higer, for sending me this. So we're gonna rig this up to our skimmer over here. There's a pump currently on there, but it's broken, unfortunately. I've had it for several years and it's finally given out. So time to rig up this new pump that we got. Okay, so it looks like what I do is I take one of these little thingies and it'll lock into place like this, and then I screw it on to the top little washer thingy that goes in, make this thing watertight, and then I will place that on and screw this thing all the way on, and that should now connect to our pipe that goes to the waterfall. Alrighty, and we're gonna now do the same thing to our connector that we're going to hook into our skimmer. I've got the washer already attached there. We're gonna take our tubing and our little ring to hold it in place and screw this thing all the way on. Just like that. Now we're over here by our skimmer, taking it out of the pond for now, and we're gonna connect it to our pump before we add it into the pond. So now we're gonna connect this pump to our waterfall intake. Alrighty, I've set you guys up right up at the top of the waterfall, so now I'm gonna go plug this thing in and see how well this thing runs, and you guys should see how well the waterfall runs as well. So obviously this is my first time testing it, so we'll find out together how well this thing goes. Nice, it's got a really strong flow. You can see how well it's going right over all these rocks and out into our pond. So yeah, our waterfall's now fixed up. Looks much better. Water's not pouring underneath the rocks, but actually over them, and it looks really, really nice. We've gotten a new pump set up, so our waterfall is now ready to go for the spring. Let me take you guys over here and you guys can see how it looks from the other side of the pond. Water running over the rocks and down into the pond. The fish are gonna really enjoy this little added bit of flow, and thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you in the next one.